What's good, everybody? It's your boy J75X4 here, and today I'm kind of curious. I kind of want to know. This is kind of like the whole Azia and Sakura video about who's more useful. Except this is between the two characters in their respective world, and just who the hell is more scarier. Who is more despairfully scarier, Monaca Towa or Junko Enoshima? And you would think the answer would be easy because, you know, Junko has been there for a lot of times in the game versus Monaca only being in one game. But it's kind of hard to decide, really, because dang, Monaca really did all this and she's like a young kid, and Junko did all this but she's like a teen but still did some crazy stuff and started all this. Now, for reference, I'm only covering with Junko Danganronpa 1 and Danganronpa 2. Also, quick little mini chat, you know, just because I don't know when I'll be able to ever like talk about this in a real video, but have y'all been seeing the weird stuff that Microsoft and Sony been pulling, buying all this stuff and all this? It's kind of low-key creepy. It's kind of like they're preparing for something, like some kind of devastating world-breaking move or something. I don't know, it's kind of creepy. Just everybody be safe. Watch yourselves. Also, watch your guys' health. Like, you guys need to make sure your health is okay. Like, I almost lost 2 people in my family just because they didn't do anything healthy and just didn't take care of themselves properly. Either it's too much sugar or they just lifting stuff. Just be careful what it is, guys. Like, just make sure you're taking care of yourself and be proper, alright? Now, if you think about true despair, you gotta think about Junko, right? You gotta think about Junko and what she did, like the most awful, most tragic event of human history nonsense. Then you also gotta think of all the students and people that she got murdered and these killing gangs or whatever. And then you also gotta think about how she murdered Shiaki and how she murdered my baby girl Kaede. I'm still not forgiving her for that, but you know, there's a lot of things that she done, and she literally started the entire world way of pretty much going to hell. So, you know, Junko has some reputation to be upholding here. You know, she has some stuff that's pretty dang dangerous to any person, really. And to her credit, she is a manipulative person, so she can easily do that, like she did in the Dangan 3 anime with that one artist guy. So, you know, there's plenty of stuff Junko can do and get away with. And to be honest, I kind of figured that she would have to have some help making those Monokuma robots, because I'm like, Junko is smart, but I don't think she's that smart with like technology. And she even said she wasn't, even in the anime. Honestly, the way she do these punishments and whatever, and then just show it off on TV to everybody that wants to see it, is pretty crazy. A lot of stuff wouldn't even happen if it wasn't for Hope Speak Academy. I mean, if Hope Speak Academy never existed, most likely the most biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history would probably have never happened. You know, it would probably be okay. If people really wasn't looking for talents, everything would be pretty much fine, you know? And then not only has she done tons of stuff, the people that she leads done tons of stuff to everybody else and her herself. When she died, you know, like as Makoto said, they taking her body parts and doing all other weird stuff, even getting necro in there. So, you know, so it's a weird time. Even, I think, in the most graphic sense of the word, I think in the Japanese dub, if I'm absolutely clear, there was like a line where Makan or someone specifically either took Junko's womb and then Makan put it in herself, which is very strange and very nasty. Really, Junko is the start of everything that went wrong. And even though Hope Speak Academy had it in secrecy, it never takes long for a secret to pop out. So when Junko came in, obviously something was going to happen, and well, bang, there it is. For whatever reason, as much as I heard the story and seen all the executions in the games, I just feel like Monaca has something else to offer here. First of all, let's just be clear, Monaca was a hoe. She was an absolute hoe in UDG, and she proved that in more ways than one. Not only because she acting really dirty toward Nagisa, but there's also moments where she's just being a real dick to everybody else. Considering that she doesn't have one, she might just grow one because it's just made out of despair. I don't know why I just said that, but you know what, we're gonna keep going with it. Anyway, even though Junko has done a lot of bad stuff and started basically everything, when she died, someone had to pick up the pieces, and it just happened to be Monaca's time. So I kind of wish Monaca didn't give up the whole
Pause! What is that?
despair thing, because I feel like if Danganronpa 4 had came around and she was still into despair and no one has heard from her, that would be excellent to have her to come in as the next villain. That would be really good, instead of just sidelining her. But, you know, I digress. Let them do what they want. Anyway, all that to be said is that Monaca has pulled some shiz as a kid, but she has pulled some shiz, like getting rid of the kids when they failed their mission, or punching Kodako in the face and reminding her how her past was, or making deals with Nagito, because of course Nagito is the most sane man in the world for whatever reason. Bad time. It's just literally a bad time. I would not want to be in that girl's presence. Honestly, for a real deal week, she made me scared of people in wheelchairs. I should not be scared of people with wheelchairs, but that one green-haired bimbo made me do it. So, made me scared for a week. So, you know what? Don't hold me to that. That was Monica's fault. Anyway, then you also have these messed up kids she was just using. First of all, they're not even that messed up, because, I mean, they from what they did, they are, but mentally and what they've been through, they have a messed up past of their own. It's just crazy how Monaca just said, "Oh, you want to be part of some despair? Well, I'll be sure to make sure I help you, because Monaca is a magician." And Himiko probably just like, "Hey, don't steal my stuff, bastard. I'm about to beat you with my whole kendo stick." And you know, it's just a weird place. I don't know why, but when I was playing UDG, maybe it was just because it's the first Danganronpa game I ever played, but like playing UDG for whatever reason, just walking in that world and just seeing the amounts of dead bodies, it's just something to see. Because like, really, even though you know people get bodied in Danganronpa, you know Junko has done it before, we never seen it firsthand before in any type of media of Danganronpa. Like, I feel like UDG is like the first time we actually seen it, like, oh wow, people are actually getting yeeted outside the school. It's actually that bad as I thought it was. It feels like we're really in that real deal sense of, oh shiz, things are going down, I have to get the hell out of here. So
now come on over here. Let's open the gates of hell with Monaca.
Huh? That sounds like a whole TV program. I don't want to watch that. That sounds horrible. The only difference between her and Junko is that she had a reason to do stuff. Junko really didn't have a reason to do anything. She just wanted to just for fun. That's kind of where it ends with the differences. Everything else is pretty much similar. Also, as much as we have brought it up in these past couple of videos, why was there so much lewdness in this game? Like, in UDG, why? Like,
I'm actually 18, but this is really too much!
Two damn things. One, why was Monaca all the hell horny? Like, all the damn time. And then, you also had her pull that key from who knows where. I was about to be like, yo, Monaca, I know you didn't just reach in the crack of your ass and pulled out that key. Where did you fit? Was you using the key as a plug, girl? What? How do you know what that is? Well, then again, you murdered people and you make machines, so I'm not even surprised that you know what that is. Was it vibrating? Did you make it vibrate? Anyway, point is, in all this, even though Junko started the entire thing, I do feel like Monaca was a bit more despairful than Junko, personally. But anyway, that's all I want to talk about with this one, so hopefully you did enjoy this one. If you did, be sure to like, share, subscribe, hit the bell notification on your way out. Also, follow me on Twitter, TikTok, and like to donate to the channel. Cash App is available as well. And until then, as Monaca pulls you out the crack of her ass, because I still can't get over that. What did she store there? Did she store nuts there? Did she store nuts there? Did she store keys? Well, she obviously do. Did she store a whole freaking book bag? It's the Dragon Ball a gate in there. I need answers. Anyway.
Why I just felt a certain urge to put a turkey wing inside my pussy.
Hopefully you did enjoy. And until then, this is your boy Jay, signing off. Have a blessed day.
Baby, say my name as if you got a fucking clue. Always caught up in the moment, not condoning what I do. I've been messing with my chemistry to find the better me. Putting thoughts upon the page in hopes that you could get to me. Been this way since legit, my brain couldn't quit. Running from my issues, roll the pain in a spliff. Fade away every hit. Nobody needed me, too afraid to commit.